5 people were hit, including both Capitol Police. And it's really by the grace of God that we survived. But without them being there, you have a situation where this man, singularly, could have killed 20 to 30 members of Congress and staff, changing the balance of power in the United States House of Representatives. Folks, that's an insurrection. And it was a clear assassination attempt. He came heavily armed. And I know because I was there, and so was Mr. Kelly, who you'll hear from as well. He had his hit list. He knew what he was doing. Despite all these facts, on November 16, 2017, FBI personnel came to those of us that were there and told us, we just surmise that this guy wanted to commit suicide by cop. If your jaw doesn't drop with that assessment from the FBI, it should. And as we said that day, you want suicide by cop? Pull a gun on a cop. Takes 1 bullet. It's over. 136 rounds were fired. So I tell you all that because I think it's important that you also know the scenario and also know that the FBI did not call any of the Republican members, those of us that the man tried to assassinate, in making its determination. Not one of us were questioned by the FBI, the leading investigative body in the United States of America. So you want to know why American people don't trust our institutions? It's things like this, because the decision they made defies logic. Fortunately, this committee finally had a chance to address Christopher Wray, who, by the way, was not the director of the FBI at that time, on June 14, 2017. It was Andrew McCabe. You all know who Andrew McCabe is. You know his association with the Russian collusion hoax. We finally had Christopher Wray, after 4 years, painted the scenario and asked him how the FBI could come to that conclusion. To his credit, he reviewed the case and changed that narrative to domestic violent extremism. But it doesn't end there. So, and I do want to share too that, you had all these other agencies, Alexandria Police, etc. They were very clear on what this man did. None of them considered it suicide by cop. Not one agency, just the FBI from the top. We're in a situation now where we in this committee, where we have oversight, we are the entity, and as taxpayers, you all are the ones that fund this agency. We're the ones who created this agency. We have a responsibility to have oversight over this agency. And so, in review, we have said, we want to have some lessons learned here. How did you get it so wrong? Why did you get it so wrong? Did it come from the acting director? So we want to know how, why, and by whom these mistakes were made. We need access to the case file to answer these questions. And the FBI has been unwilling to share this file with us, which we have every right to see. These agencies serve us. They serve us, the people, not just us here, but all of those that we represent across this country. It's not the other way around. And we cannot be denied oversight by the very agencies that we created, that we fund, and that we want to trust. We want the American people to trust our agencies.